Our next...
One of the toughest teams in WWE history.
Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the Head Shrinkers.
Well, the whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end.
Pride is on the line, and as is a stake to the claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania. And we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 531 pounds. Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
The Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania.
Let me warn the WWE Universe right now. This is going to be a brutal match. Just two heavy-hitting tag teams going at it. Physical, smash-mouth wrestling. And like Saxton said, it won't be pretty at all.
Big fight feel in Las Vegas as Gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9.
And we are watching four men who would have been right at home inside of a Roman Coliseum. The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are ready for a true battle.
Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that each duo is not afraid to get physical. Each side is looking for their first WrestleMania.
And a quick pin attempt.
And a win for the Steiner brothers.
Here are your winners, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
What a physical match. What a war we've just seen, ladies and gentlemen.
What a hard-fought...
WrestleMania 9 rolling on with a potential show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Indeed, Michael, the Head Shrinkers and Steiner brothers are both new to the tag division in WWE, but both teams are off to an amazing start so far.
You have to imagine whichever team wins this high-profile fight becomes an instant top contender for the Tag Team Championship. But with two teams this physical on such a big stage, it is indeed going to be a fight. Just ruthless.
The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Power slam! You have to be in peak physical condition to pull off a move with that much weight behind it.
And now placed in the corner. Headbutt! Golly!
Well, that one looked like it muzzled Steiner a bit.
Samu's offensive wherewithal was on point.
Oh, uncorked a big punch.
The Head Shrinkers accompanied at ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now, he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko. There may be an abundance of togas in the arena today, but you're not going to see a lot of Greco-Roman wrestling out of the Head Shrinkers. They're just looking to hurt the Steiners.
And that actually may help Samu and Fatu here. The Steiner brothers have earned most of their wins by utilizing their amateur wrestling skill set. I can't imagine they'll get many grappling opportunities against dedicated brawlers like the Head Shrinkers.
Clothesline. WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight, none other than Hulk Hogan will lead the Mega Maniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Odds makers in Nevada have the smart money on Hulk Hogan leaving Vegas with the gold tonight.
Cosmo set up in the corner of the ring.
Oh, compressed in the corner.
Samu dishing it out now.
Seeing some high-impact offense from Samu and Fatu thus far.
I'm not sure the Head Shrinkers are even going for the victory. They just want to destroy the Steiners.
As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not care. Alpha has turned these men into brutal fighters who simply want to destroy their opponents no matter where the fight takes place.
And as for the Steiners, we know they have big match experience, tons of amateur championship bouts in college, and some of WCW's biggest events. But even those can't hold a candle to the spectacle of WrestleMania.
And the tag's made. Laying out with a power slam.
Talk about intimidation. I'm not sure if it's resilience or stupidity that's going to drive you to try and come back from a move like that.
Clothesline.
And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all four men in this tag team showcase.
Well, we already knew about the brawling of the Head Shrinkers and the grappling of the Steiners, but men as big as these four behemoths should not be able to fly around the ring like they have thus far.
It is made for an extremely tough act to follow, guys. Oh, ouch. He managed to get one over on the experienced Steiner there.
Yeah, a very motivated Fatu in front of us.
Before this match began, you heard the Steiner speak backstage. Scott saying, quote, "Me and my brother are going to go out with a game plan and do what we do best, and that's wrestle."
That's all well and good for the Steiner brothers, but Alpha has gone on record saying that his men are looking to tear Rick and Scott's heads off.
He got it! Tag me! The adrenaline is pumping,
And there goes Steiner sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
But the tag was made and Scott not aware.
Big kick.
Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the Head Shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it.
Boom. He's climbing to the top. Flying.
Piercing elbow. Boom. Look at this, just...
God.
Tilt-a-whirl.
Driven down in a side slam.
placed against the turnbuckles. Steiner's caught with a reversal. Bear hug, squeezing the breath out of him. Oh, the bear hug, and a way to get out of it is being on display right here.
Oh, my God.
Picture perfect backbreaker. He's finding himself in some territory he does not want to be in.
This has been an arduous tag match, but you could be in much worse shape.
Delivers the headbutt right between the eyes.
Into a dragon screw leg whip. He's going for the pin.
Quick shoulder up.
What's it going to take to put this match away?
Kick to the gut.
Oh, brutal forearm.
A quick reversal by Samu. Gets cracked by the overhand. Reversal. And that turns things around. What impact. Oh.
Pulled back into the hip toss.
Samu setting himself up top.
Take off.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
Sky high. Oh, coming down from way up top. That's it. No way the Steiners come back now. Got him in the corner now.
Uncorked a big punch.
Here's the tag. Tandem offense on the horizon here. They have their opponent driven down face first.
And the head shrinkers just might have it.
The cover. Oh, got the shoulder up. I can't believe this match is going to continue.
Holy moly, how?
And guys, what a war we're witnessing between the Steiners and the head shrinkers.
This is the trickiest bet in all of Vegas, Cole. Both teams so evenly matched, I wouldn't know who to bet on. Fatu fears no man.
Shoulder tackle. Read that one.
Gets driven into the corner.
Here's the tag. Tandem offense on the horizon here. They have their opponent driven down face first.
That could bring an end to Steiner.
Could that be enough?
For the win. And the head shrinkers get the win.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the head shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
Big fight feel in Las Vegas as Gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9.
And we are watching four men who would have been right at home inside of a Roman Coliseum. The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are ready for a true battle.
Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that each duo is not afraid to get physical. Each side is looking for their first WrestleMania win, and they will do anything to earn it.
takedown to stack them up here. Look at pin.
Looking to steal one there, perhaps.
He thought he could get this thing finished fast.
Counter. Saw it coming. The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the head shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matter, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around.
I've seen Samu and Fatu headbutt each other during matches. If they do that to their own flesh and blood, who knows what they'll do to the Steiners?
It's just a byproduct of the brutal take-no-prisoners offense of the head shrinkers, Byron. These guys will bite, scratch, and claw their way to a win. Rulebook be damned.
And with Rick and Scott coming from an amateur collegiate background, they might be a bit more hesitant to bend the rules. Hopefully the Steiners can adapt fast. WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight, none other than Hulk Hogan will lead the Mega Maniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Odds makers in Nevada have the smart money on Hulk Hogan leaving Vegas with the gold team. Power slam.
The amount of force behind that is enough to knock a normal person out.
Sent right into the corner.
Oh, what impact!
And he's looking out of sorts now.
Yeah, but you have to keep on battling for your team.
Arm extended, tags his teammate in.
Big blow could be felt throughout the arena.
And there goes Steiner sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
Oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
But the tag was made and Scott not aware. Big kick. Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the head shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it. Oh, huge splash.
Momentum moving towards Samu's corner.
The head shrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp of
Liftoff.
point of the elbow finds the mark. Ooh.
Before this match began, you heard the Steiner speak backstage. Scott saying, quote, "Me and my brother are going to go out with a game plan and do what we do best, and that's wrestle."
That's all well and good for the Steiner brothers, but Alpha has gone on record saying that his men are looking to tear Rick and Scott's heads off. Oh, roundhouse kick. A warning and a challenge from Samu.
Tripling attack on the knee.
Oh, strong impact.
That clearly rocked Scott a bit.
Samu making an example of his opponent.
And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all four men in this tag team showcase.
Well, we already knew about the brawling of the head shrinkers and the grappling of the Steiners, but men as big as these four behemoths should not be able to fly around the ring like they have thus far.
It is made for an extremely tough act to follow, guys.
Getting the fresh partner in here.
And here we go.
Caught an elbow to the gut for that effort.
Hellacious power slam. Getting tagged in. Oh my God, superhuman power.
Placed into the corner here. Oh, tag. Double team coming.
Driven down face first.
And the head shrinkers just might have it.
Wasting no time. Shoulders are down. And the head shrinkers get the win.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the head shrinkers.
making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue chip talent with a bright future.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday, and he's taking the risk, stepping in here against a newcomer, Rocky Maivia.
Well, you can consider it risky, you can consider it overconfident, but any way you look at it, it's a dangerous move by Helmsley to take on an athlete who has been on a real roll. Rocky Maivia has been successful thus far in WWE, and Rocky is focused. Rocky is only thinking about tonight.
Saxton, just curious, have you ever exercised your right to remain silent? I am tired of all this talk about Rocky Maivia. Yeah, he's been on a roll, but it could all come to a screeching halt tonight at the hands of Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Intensity on the face of the champion, challenger in the corner, looking more determined than I've ever seen. The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer will want nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and send a message to the WWE that Rocky Maivia has arrived.
But Hunter Hearst Helmsley will do everything in his considerable power to stop that from happening. And as far as Helmsley is concerned,
Launching!
Whoa, look out! You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense. But I can't say it didn't pay off.
and conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Cobra clutch cinched in. The Cobra clutch is in.
And with the submission locked in, are we about to see a tap out?
He's trying to hold on, but his efforts are looking futile.
In trouble here?
A couple of elbows to the jaw, and that'll break things up.
And the knee.
Isolating their opponent's arm, and oh! delivering nasty stomps.
Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the snot out of this Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how relevant his timepiece is to this match, though, Corey.
It isn't relevant. I just wanted to share an example of how far ahead in the game of life Helmsley...
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and send him...
Here we go! You gotta be kidding me! Putting it all on the line and coming up...
Cobra clutch! And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold.
And he's going from the top.
All the way to the outside.
Coming down on their opponent like a sack of bricks.
And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can be won outside of the squared circle. What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down.
Going out
From the top.
taking a flight to nowhere.
I don't care who you are. You're not the same after suffering a crash landing like that.
Picked up and being carried around now. Right to the throat. Ooh.
Before this match, I was...
The Intercontinental title hangs... in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and send a message to the WWE that Rocky Maivia has arrived.
But Hunter Hearst Helmsley will do everything in his considerable power to stop that from happening. And as far as Helmsley is concerned, Maivia is barely even worth his time. And conspicuous...
Cobra clutch cinched in.
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Ooh. He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor.
Oh, look out!
Good Lord, taking flight. No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down.
And Byron, Rocky has tremendous exuberance, tremendous youth. He's going to be a star for a long time.
I think Rocky Maivia shows more promise than any other wrestlers I've seen come into WWE. You talk about second-generation wrestlers. With Rocky, you're talking about...
Shoulders are down.
Is this enough to retain?
Gets the shoulder up after one there.
Staying in this one. Look at this, just unloading.
And a stomp to the gut. Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there. Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
And that definitely made solid impact. Rocky isn't being given any room to recover.
This pristine offense from Helmsley has Rocky Maivia scrambling.
And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future.
On the apron.
Maivia way up high.
From way up top, down.
Launched right out of the ring.
snot out of this Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how relevant his timepiece is to this match, though, Corey.
It isn't relevant. I just wanted to share an example of how far ahead in the game of life Helmsley is.
Oh, brother.
And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can't be won outside of the squared circle. Man.
Blow to the breadbasket.
Maivia gets stonewalled.
Into the hammerlock. Oh, boy. Back suplex.
And Helmsley obviously has been trying to get inside Rocky Maivia's head, frustrated.
And even before the bell rang tonight, I think Hunter Hearst Helmsley has been trying to frustrate Rocky. He's trying to say, hey, young fella, we're going to do things at my pace, not yours.
Rocky, the 6'5", around 270-pound stud, just has to keep his cool. Don't take
lift off. Oh, my.
Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scouted at all. Oh, powerful kick. And Rocky is revving this crowd up. Cuts off their offense with a swift elbow to the gut.
Ooh. Tossed with ease.
This capacity crowd certainly behind the youngster Rocky Maivia, thinking there could be an upset here tonight.
Executed hip toss.
Smothering offense now from Rocky.
The power of Rocky Maivia is too much for Helmsley right now.
Getting him right into the corner.
We're locked in reversals here.
Hunter whipped into the corner. Nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle in a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover, and Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
But Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolled through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner, and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
In a family of elite combat athletes and the top.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steele. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steele have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steele is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight.
And a series of vicious stomps.
The animal has to be elated. Oh, he got him! Is he gonna lock this in?
It's hooked in deep. His body's up.
All right, now he's looking for anyone to break out of this, and he does. Oh, what a chop block.
Focus that attack at the base. Can't put together much offense with no base.
And into the turnbuckle he goes. Ooh. Just lighting up the chest of their opponent. Oh, what an uppercut. Oof. Delivers the snapmare and drops the fist.
Some folks... called Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian. And the reasons are obvious for that moniker, but guys, how does he earn the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anoa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land. He's going for it.
Stops the count before it, too.
It's not over yet. Plenty left to go in this one.
Sliding out of danger there.
The High Chief just refusing to be intimidated.
The animal has no idea what to make of Maivia. And gets sent right into the corner.
Clothesline in the corner. George the Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There's no shortage of fight in the animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief, Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steele. What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steele makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
And each step up this cage takes more and more energy to accomplish.
Look out!
Momentum is all with Maivia now.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the animal out here.
Peter Maivia, very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the animal.
Back body drop. Well, the unorthodox style of George Steele is certainly working well at this juncture.
Let's see if Maivia has an answer for the animal.
Maivia has Steele in his sights, looking to put the animal.
What's Maivia got here?
There's the backbreaker, and George is laid out.
What a headbutt!
The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief. Ooh, targeting a body part, working the arm.
Just dominated the animal with that one.
Uh-oh. Look at this. Launched into the cage. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steele as competitors.
Setting up again. Oh, man, backbreaker. Maivia can taste it now.
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
Maivia just smothering his opponent with offense. We saw that being telegraphed. Took him out at the knee.
Headlock applied. Tossed their opponent.
Could be over.
2. And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one.
She's not like most girls.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring Finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring Tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crowd already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending to her Cinderella story?
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morrigan. which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life, fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia Jax, who's in the best physical condition of her career, tonight will make someone. Will it be Lyra? Will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments.
And guys, you win the crown. Guess what waits for you in August?
A date with the champion of your respective brand at SummerSlam.
And it's all come down to this. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Slam down.
Lyra Valkyria, one of the best technical wrestlers in NXT Women's Division history.
But the game is about so much more than technique. It's about experience and timing, knowing when to tap into certain parts of your psyche. Nia knows this, and we've seen it for years.
The big question is, does Lyra?
And she's coming back to the ring now.
Getting set up in the corner now.
Oh, the elbow connects.
Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow, undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months, and Jax has stayed that dominant for years.
Treating the cranium like a basketball.
You can't get caught in a hailstorm like that if you want to win.
Into a sidewalk slam. Jax is showcasing her power right here.
Yeah, Nia is just buzzing right through Lyra here.
Scoop slam! Confidence is always a key for Nia Jax. She comes into every match thinking she hasn't won.
But when you have this business in your blood like Nia does, that confidence is genetic.
But ever since the Irresistible Force returned to WWE 8 months ago, her confidence has been on another level.
And she's gaining even more confidence as this match progresses. Jax may just be unstoppable now.
Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being queen of the ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
In just a matter of minutes, we'll have our second queen of the ring. The first, of course, being Zelina Vega.
But you've got to believe that Zelina will want a shot at whichever woman wins this. She beat the woman now known as Piper Niven that night, so you know Queen Zelina can strike down an enemy of any size.
Wow.
Across the top rope.
She's pumping herself up, reaching out for that burst of energy.
She's out of the ring. The referee's count will begin soon. And now gets tossed into the ring.
What a shot by Nia Jax.
Ooh! Elbow to the heart. Placing her against the turnbuckle. She heads out of the ring.
Needs to mind the official count.
Lyra Valkyria turning her attention to the WWE Universe now.
She's headed out of the ring.
Looking for a little more breathing room.
Wow, Nia Jax throws a hard punch.
And it appears that the crowd is now within reach for Jax.
Well, if you didn't see things going this way, you're a fool.
Our ringer applied. Top wrist lock, opponent down to one knee. Now starts to fight out with some punches to the gut. Wait for it.
Alabama slam. And Lyra only finds herself on the defensive.
And the irresistible force is really keeping Valkyria grounded here.
Jax using her cranium as a weapon, and things are about to get a whole lot worse.
Annihilator! Is it enough to put Lyra away? Brutal club. Jax with the irresistible offense. Valkyria is just going to have to endure this punishment.
Sent into the corner. Draped into the deadly Tree of Woe position.
Stuck in the Tree of Woe. And
They are doing whatever they please.
There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with. For Lyra, not nearly as much.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'll be easy for Valkyria to pick up Nia Jax and drop her with the Nightwing.
please, let's call the move by its real name. It's a Samoan driver. Nia Jax doesn't have the Samoan driver scouted.
And Lyra only finds herself on the defensive.
One attack after another from Jax. Nia Jax is doing whatever she wants. Each Samoan drop driving all of the air out of Lyra Valkyria.
Punch lands.
Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, going to climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night, Annihilator.
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE and Triple H going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new Queen.
I'm sure you will agree with your wise man. Many WWE superstars say they will.
Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a no-holds-barred match. Introducing first, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 424 pounds, Rikishi.
We have learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about him his entire career here in WWE. He said he ran over Austin not for himself, but for The Rock.
Right, and now he's coming out here, and I guess if Austin doesn't show up, the general manager is going to have to come out here and declare this is a forfeit, and Rikishi's going to win it. This man makes me sick. Is he here?
Well, there's the Rattlesnakes music.
He's here. Austin's here.
Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
His opponent, from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Austin fought for his life to make it back here, to make Rikishi pay.
Now there is no way Rikishi can escape the Texas Rattlesnake.
It's been almost a year since Austin competed in the ring. Austin is a man possessed. Rikishi feels good about running over Austin and said he'd do it again. That man is sick.
Oh, Rikishi made two mistakes. One, trying to end Austin's life. And two, not being man enough to finish the job.
Austin's going to absolutely tee off on Rikishi.
This one is going to get ugly in a hurry.
We now know the sick, demented side of Rikishi. Rikishi almost cost Austin his life and said he's here tonight to finish the job.
Listen, Rikishi has seen members of his family be skipped over while other superstars skyrocketed to unimaginable heights. Rikishi feels it's The Rock's time, not Austin's.
It's been a month of stunning revelations, all leading to the in-ring return of Stone Cold.
Taking flight
Through the air, it connects.
They got all of that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky.
Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting.
We've talked so much about motives leading into this match. In my view, Rikishi's are delusional. His family have been given equal opportunities, and they all took full advantage of them.
Yeah, my blood boils at the propaganda Rikishi's been selling. But I'll tell you about the most legitimate motive in this story, and that is payback for Stone Cold. Austin nearly had his life taken from him, and there is no greater reason to stomp the tar out of somebody than that.
Rikishi is picking the competition apart.
Rikishi with an onslaught here against Austin. Dare I say, Stone Cold could be in trouble. Crushing the knee there.
Rikishi feeling like he has a job to finish tonight. A career in Stone Cold's to bring to an end. What a chancery. And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals will go to the disgusting lengths that Rikishi's gone to.
Headed back into the ring. Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
He's got the table, and I can only imagine what he's thinking of doing with it. Austin and Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
All of that venom, all of the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now.
Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes.
Austin has Rikishi down. The rattlesnake is red hot. And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All he wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth. And Rikishi lately has been calling himself a visionary, a pioneer. All a bunch of garbage, if you ask me.
Well, those aren't self-imposed labels, Cole. Those labels are coming from the family, coming from a group of wrestling legends who are proud of Rikishi for standing up and making a change in this business.
I have a few labels for Rikishi. Coward, liar, embarrassment. Those fit him well.
Corey, this situation is so far beyond rational thinking. It's so close. Shoulder down.
Can he recover?
Power in out and one.
Strong kick out, but you have to wonder if he can keep it up.
Rikishi able to dodge that.
With the bulldog.
There's been a lot of vitriol coming from fans. Towards Rikishi these past few weeks, and this Albany crowd.
These two trading one blow after another.
Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now. Oh, man.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to...
Rapid-fire shots. Neither superstar backing down.
And just like that, the scales are imbalanced.
And Rikishi enjoying how he's worn down the rattlesnake throughout this match.
I bet The Rock is smiling about it, too.
Oh, stop that nonsense, Corey. And we know how despicable Rikishi has been, but to throw vinegar on the rattlesnake's nest, Rikishi goes and destroys Austin's truck with a sledgehammer.
Well, hell hath no fury like a man who has his car tampered with. It's just extra motivation for every fist Austin lands in this fight.
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now? Austin gets stopped in his tracks.
over his home. Said that every time he looks at Rikishi, he's looking at a dead man.
Yeah, Rikishi taking that as an empty threat, thinking that Austin isn't the man he claims to be. But trust me, when Stone Cold says he has you in his crosshairs, that's no empty threat.
And now he gets back into the ring. No count out as he takes things out of the ring.
Trouble might be coming our way.
Quick, Saxton, get under the table to protect yourself.
Good idea. And Stone will cover and can't find a way out. Blocks. No one holding Rikishi's family down now. Taking out all those years of frustration. Scooped up. Here it comes.
Rikishi driver.
Rikishi may have put the exclamation on this one.
And Rikishi slows Austin down with a thunderous right.
Austin's in trouble. And now steel chair. Oh, and Austin, he just averted disaster there.
And now Austin gonna deliver the punishment with the steel chair.
A relentless Texas rattlesnake beating the brakes off of Rikishi with a steel chair.
And again, thunderous blows by Austin. Down goes Rikishi. Austin beating the hell out of him.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too far at this point.
I don't think the rattlesnake is taking it far enough, Corey. Austin wants to put Rikishi's life in danger, just like Rikishi did to him.
Pulls their opponent in, belly to belly.
Rikishi is picking the competition apart.
Tough spot, even for the rattlesnake.
Rikishi hoisting up his opponent. Rikishi driver.
That's it. Austin is out. That is hard to watch. And that was just as devastating as a sledgehammer to Austin's truck. Such thunderous impact.
And he gets sent back into the ring.
From the top.
Austin in a state of distress now.
You're not going to see Rikishi show any remorse.
That is just pure instinct at this point.
Shot in the face, gets him out of that spot.
Counters and counters.
Austin!
Looking at the gun and a stunner. Nobody recovered when Austin hits that.
What? You've got to be kidding me.
How the hell do you kick out of that?
I have no words. Not even a 2 count?
Anger is starting to show on the face of Austin. I think the rattlesnake will do anything to close this out.
This one's heading to the outside. Bringing a steel chair into play here.
Uh-oh. Samoan drop. Quickly transition. Shoulders are down. Rikishi somehow defangs the rattlesnake. Damn it.
The winner of this bout, Rikishi!
This is not what many of us expected to see. We wanted to see retribution, but Rikishi was too much of a monster for Stone Cold tonight.
The vitriol that consumed Rikishi powered him to finish the job and leave a battered Austin in his rear-view mirror.
His arrival signaled in.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He could be the next WWE champion, the near 400-pound Umaga. A man that since debuting right after WrestleMania 9 months ago has remained undefeated. And Umaga has been in the ring, Byron, with the best of WWE.
This man looks, moves, and sounds like a movie monster. Except Umaga is for real.
He is a Samoan bulldozer, an 18-wheel version with a mean streak. Big, athletic, strong, and probably going to outweigh John Cena by well over 100 pounds.
Since 1963, the WWE title has only changed hands twice here in Kansas City. That's twice in the last 47 years.
But Umaga is a scary human being, and he can easily change that trend right here tonight.
A phenomenal ovation in this arena because the champ is here. John Cena has a gigantic challenge awaiting him in the ring, but Cena doesn't have a reverse gear.
Absolutely not. The champ only goes one way, and that's straight at you.
John Cena, a three-time WWE champion, the handler of Umaga, Armando Estrada, trying to control this undefeated challenger.
Once the bell rings, these two are going to go at each other full force.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 353 pounds, Umaga. And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, John Cena!
You can see it in the eyes of each individual. Only razor-sharp focus when this much is on the line.
Here we go with the WWE Championship on the line. John Cena versus the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga. Big fight feel here in this building.
The undefeated Umaga has set his sights on Cena, and there's nothing left standing in his way. Umaga doesn't just want to beat John Cena. He wants to obliterate him, like he has all his other opponents. Up high!
Look out below! From all the way up. Wasted no time flying out to the floor.
Such a unique situation for the champion John Cena tonight. This could be the first time in Cena's career that he comes in as an underdog champion.
And that's a credit to the challenger. Anybody would be an underdog against a man that's undefeated. Umaga simply looks unbeatable.
But John will fight you as long as he's breathing. That's the Cena style.
Flying forearm.
Propped up in the corner. Getting lifted to the top rope.
Oh my God, all the way to the floor.
And Umaga will look to continue to use his 100-pound weight advantage in an effort to become the WWE champion. Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count. Going up to the turnbuckle here.
Soaring.
Getting him in place, but for what? Uh-oh, from the top. Ripped off the ropes in a hurry.
A completely relentless attack from Umaga.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now.
Stamina is going to be a key factor in this match tonight. Can Cena weather Umaga's vicious attacks? Can Umaga keep up the offensive pressure as Cena drags this into deep waters?
I think you're right, Cole. This might just come down to who has more gas in the tank.
Cena dodges out of that.
Umaga is truly a specimen to marvel at, Corey. And his handler, Armando Alejandro Estrada, knows he has a thoroughbred on his hands.
There's a difference between thoroughbreds and Umaga, though, Cole. Thoroughbreds can be tamed. Umaga cannot. Estrada can only serve as a mouthpiece for Umaga. He can only help direct Umaga's blind brutality. I think even Estrada knows no one can control the Samoan bulldozer.
No idea where this one's heading. Sent into the stairs. That'll stop anybody.
And you just see Cena's legs bend awkwardly off the steel steps. Umaga really pinpointed a target with that attack.
I don't know if it was strategic on the part of Umaga or just a result of his rampage, but either way, taking out Cena's foundation is going to sway the power advantage into Umaga's favor now.
Back into the ring now.
Back in the ring.
Oh boy, here we go. We've seen it once, we've seen it 1,000 times. It always works. Look out. Driven down hard.
And Cena finds himself on the receiving end.
A rare position for Cena in this fight. We can't often say that John's overpowered in a matchup, but this 360-plus pound Samoan bulldozer is more than a formidable opponent.
Listen, sometimes when there's a fight, you're not always going to be the biggest. You're not always going to be the strongest. And even if that is the case for Cena tonight, John Cena has never met a fight he didn't like.
Cena will try to gain strength from this capacity crowd in Kansas City, but not even that may be enough to stop a rampaging Umaga.
Bam!
That'll turn your lights out.
Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do. Be it HBK, Triple H, Kane, the list goes on and on. No one has been able to beat Umaga.
Since debuting in last year's WrestleMania, he's never been pinned, never been submitted. Umaga is a man who's decimated every single thing in his path. It's not hyperbole to call him a dangerous and deadly savage. Oh, from the rope. Cena is unable to stop this string of offense.
Cena has no response for Umaga's savage and brutal offense.
Here it comes!
Oh, Samoan spike.
It just got as bad as it could for the champ. And Umaga is all...
Umaga's gonna fly!
Samoan splash! Flinged across the way.
In Umaga, of course, coming from a very rich heritage. Some of the greatest athletes in any sport come from the Samoan heritage.
Umaga's aggressiveness can be traced back to his bloodline. When you're fighting a Samoan, you are battling a tough, scary human being.
Momentum fully shifted to Umaga.
Full focus from Umaga.
Boom, what impact.
Oh, missed connection.
Oh.
And into the corner. And Cena flattened in the corner.
Umaga's just overpowering him. Look at the strength. Into the corner, just setting Cena up.
You have to start to ask yourself, is the end of John Cena near?
I think so. Look
What
out!
a headbutt. No one has been able to stop Umaga. No one.
You are seeing why Umaga is undefeated. Why no one has been able to stop the Samoan Bulldozer.
Here comes Umaga, and Cena catches him with a boot. John Cena from behind, rolls him up, shoulders down, and a kick out by Umaga.
And Cena immediately back into the clutches of Umaga.
I'm not sure what else Cena can do here. I'm not sure John Cena knows how to stop Umaga.
And Corey, you know there's no force equal to being on the receiving end of a headbutt from Umaga.
It's in Umaga's DNA. Generations have perfected the art of using their own skull as a weapon that can stop an elephant.
Sometimes I look at Umaga and it just scares me. I think he forgets that he's even in a championship match. Estrada is very aware of it, but Umaga sometimes looks oblivious to what's going on, other than the fact that he knows he's supposed to hurt his opponent.
Having no conscience is what has set Umaga apart. If he gets confused and the bloodthirst takes over, that's where Estrada becomes useful by directing Umaga back to the ultimate.
I think Umaga just doesn't know when to stop attacking. He has no sense of what it means to pull back on the reins, so to speak. Cena's getting dominated.
Cena having trouble getting his bearings. Here it comes!
Samoan Spike! We might see a new champion crown.
The cover! New champion! No! It's not over!
This is complete insanity.
Still holding on to the title by the skin of their teeth.
And now the...
Here it comes! Samoan Spike! The challenger comes.
Here's the pin. New champion! An undefeated champion!
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Umaga!
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga. The Samoan Bulldozer has wrecked his way straight to the WWE Championship. Cena's title reign is over.
An incredibly impressive showing from Umaga tonight, absolutely leveling John Cena in a savage display of...
Hey, in WWE, things move really fast. If you
AOP is here, ready to wreak havoc. And they want to prove 3-minute warning has nothing on them.
Two roughneck teams ready to use this Extreme Rules stipulation to the fullest.
The following contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match, and accompanied by Paul Ellering at a combined weight of 620 pounds. Akon and Razor, the authors of pain.
AOP look unintimidated by the task at hand. They are totally prepared for the merciless tandem of 3-minute warning.
You know, there's actually a lot in common between these two teams in terms of tactics and physicality.
And guys, the authors of pain now have 3 minutes.
And at a combined weight of 770 pounds, Rosie and Jamal. 3 minutes.
Authors of Pain versus 3-minute warning is a recipe for brutality and ruthless carnage.
And that's in a regular match, Cole. This is Extreme Rules.
These two hit squads are going to tear each other apart.
3-minute warning made a career out of demolishing anyone who got in their way. Why would AOP be any different?
Because that's exactly what AOP does too. They play the same game as 3-minute warning.
Here we go with AOP and 3-minute warning going head-to-head. This is an Extreme Rules match, and it's a good thing it is, because neither one of these teams likes to play by the rules or limit their aggressive tendencies.
There is nothing on the minds of these men except dealing as much damage to one another as possible. Both 3-minute warning and the AOP excel at brutalizing their opponents and inflicting massive amounts of pain. But only one of them can be the best at it.
We can safely predict that this is going to be an exceptionally gruesome and painful match to watch.
Just look at the size of all these superstars. The ring had to be reinforced before this match. Over 1,300 combined pounds colliding.
These men are so big and so thick, it's a challenge to wrap your arms around them. It's really just best to find weapons and whack away.
Yeah, and there's plenty of weapons to choose from tonight.
AOP and 3-minute warning both love to bring the pain to their opponents. But I'm not sure AOP's ready for the pure chaos that is 3-minute warning. That ability to be totally unpredictable could play in 3-minute warning's favor.
Interesting point, Corey. AOP likes to slowly grind their opponents into dust, but 3-minute warning are always looking for a quick, dominant win.
Oh! Man, Rosie and Jamal, Akam and Razor representing the biggest, most imposing teams WWE has ever seen. Both teams don't care what the motive is.
Oh, no, he can be caught there. Bad spot.
Blast off!
Diving hammer strike.
Completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your
He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael.
He's starting to look battered.
Yeah, Extreme Rules matches eventually take their toll on everyone.
Look at this.
Pendulum backbreaker.
Tick-tock.
Watch for the hardcore style of 3-minute warning. Both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, but to be tough. Rosie and Jamal have a rough, nasty kick to the face.
Look at it. AOP just fell to their demise.
Headbutt. Nothing fancy there. What's he open to find out there? And that was an effective attack, guys. And that'll take a bit of the fight out of Akam.
Rosie held nothing back on that attack.
These attacks are chipping away at him.
Here comes the trash can for you.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned? Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks. Rosie controlling the pace now.
3-minute warning laying waste to the AOP.
Golly, what destruction. Nothing says, here's my vicious side, like throwing a trash can at your fallen opponent.
And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Down with force.
Rosie and Jamal tell the victims that they will watch out.
What? The airtime, the fearlessness. What a ridiculous maneuver to the outside.
Reverse STO.
Oh, man. Kick.
Down to Owen.
And a double axe handle smash.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's got to hurt.
Sent crashing right into the ring post. Bam! Here comes the trash can for you.
Pay special attention to Rosie in this matchup. 6'5", 375 pounds. The man can run a 40-yard dash in 4.8 seconds. This guy is a pure athlete.
Rosie played high school football with a legendary running back before playing college ball in Hawaii. Imagine being pancaked by the force Rosie brings.
Akam with a course correction. Tossed back into the ring. Talking trash. Forearms to the face.
We knew this would be a grueling and punishing match, but AOP and 3-minute warning are exceeding all expectations.
Here we go, Byron.
Samoa drop.
Fit now into the cover.
The fate of the match is at stake.
No, he gets the shoulder up.
What a match.
Watch out. Tossing those steel steps like they're nothing. He can't seem to find any answer here.
Well, I highly doubt anybody's going to throw in the
Perched up top. Rosie shutting the goal right now. Rosie and Jamal survive Extreme Rules.
Here are your winners, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Gotta give it up to 3-minute warning. In a contest between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen, they were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win. Just think about all the carnage we witnessed here tonight.